Hello class, this is Cleo Washington, your Dftg 1392 instructor. Welcome to the intermediate Revit course. And today we're going to look at how you guys are going to go in and add walls. Hopefully you guys went through chapter 1 that was assigned. I didn't feel the need to do a video for chapter 1 because chapter 1 basically discusses the Revit interface and the ribbon here. So if you have read chapter 1, good for you. You should have no problem moving forward. But what we're about to do today, if you haven't, before you go through this video, I want you to make sure that you go back and read chapter 1, which will familiarize you with the Revit ribbon and the Revit interface. So today we're going to look at adding walls. This feature is actually something that's quite simple, but I want to go ahead and just do a video like I promised, going through the steps of how we're going to build this model. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. In chapter 1, they did add some walls. I will do chapter 1 first, and then I will do chapter 2, so you guys can see exactly how it's done with the Revit program. So first things first, and I'm just going to go ahead and go through it, guys. Also, hopefully you went through your hotkeys. Hopefully you guys downloaded that information and actually printed it out, like I said, and put it on your desk. Again, in this industry, time is money. If you can do things quickly and efficiently, then you will do well. And it starts right here while you're in school. So develop your speed and develop your efficiency while you are here, because then you will be able to take that into the corporate world with you. Don't expect to go into the corporate world and say, oh, I'm going to make this big change. It doesn't work like that. You kind of have to go ahead and start developing this in your mind now, okay? So do this project as if you're getting paid to do it. I know you guys are paying for school, but this is what you're going to do to make money in the future. So you have to start thinking with that mindset now. So don't do it like, don't look at it as a burden, okay? Look at it as an opportunity. Look at it as a learning experience, and do both of those from the professional perspective. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. This is the Revit interface. Here's the view cube, guys. This is, if you're familiar with AutoCAD, this is the same. It is an Autodesk product. But let's go ahead and add some walls. So the first thing you'll do, you'll go right here and just click wall. And in the type selector drop-down menu, you have many wall types. Hold on 1 second. Sorry guys, my keyboard was not plugged in. So, and let's escape out of this. But if you click the drop down type selector menu, which is right here, you will see that there are very many wall types. There are a whole lot, and we will use a bunch of them. But for right now, let's go ahead and stick with exterior brick and CMU on metal studs. So click that. And now let's go ahead and start drawing the model. Okay, so once you have the wall command active, then you zoom out. You come to your drawing space here. Let's go back and zoom out. We'll close level 1. I'll close the 3D view. You see these tabs right here? Before I start, I'm backing up a little bit. These are your elevation markers. So let's take these and you highlight them and just move them out a little bit, because our building is going to be bigger than what they have shown here as it regards the extents. So let's go ahead and move these guys out. Okay? Take this guy and let's move him out. Take this guy. Let's move him out. And as you can see, I have a reference plane here. I'll go ahead and delete it because we don't need it. Now, let's go back to the wall command. Click wall. Make sure you have basic wall, exterior brick, and CMU on metal stud selected. And let's zoom in right here. And you want to click in the model. As you can see, it draws a wall. It also gives you a dimension of that wall. So you can actually try and drag it out. But what I like to do for time's sake is just type in 16 to give the wall some dimension. Now, AutoCAD is a little bit different. If you just type a number in AutoCAD, it will actually generate a line in inches. In Revit, when you type a number in like I'm doing now, it automatically thinks feet. So you don't have to go and put the foot sign in. So you just type in 16 and enter. Okay? And then you want to keep that wall command active. As you can see, it's still active. It's on a continuous chain, so to speak. You want to drag the wall up north and type in 16. Okay? And then let's drag the wall to the west. And you want to type in 100. And now let's drag the wall southward. And you want to type in 80. And then hit escape to get out of the wall command. Now, let's go to a 3D view. Click here. When you go to a different view in Revit, another tab opens up. Okay? So right now we're on level 1. And we'll go through the levels. I know we have we're going to have like maybe 5 or 6 levels on this building. But for right now, we're just looking at level 1. So think of levels as different floors of the building. You're on the second floor, that'll be level 2. Third floor, that'll be level 3, and so forth. Okay? So with that being done, we can easily just draw these walls in. Okay? But I'm going to teach the course so you guys can kind of optimize your work set for speed. So what you want to do is type in RP for reference plane. That is the shortcut for reference plane, RP, and it automatically activates. And let's draw a reference plane on the center of this wall. You see that little triangle? That means that it is the center of that wall that you're on. And let's draw a reference plane like this. Oops, went wrong, sorry. Let's delete that one. RP. And let's draw a reference plane just like that. And let's click it, and let's drag the extent of the reference plane right here. Now, you can name these reference plane. I typically do, because in the project, you can have tons of reference planes, and they reference things that you're going to need moving forward in the project. So let's go ahead and name this guy right here. I'm going to have to move over so you can see it. Let's name this East Wing. And hit enter. And now you see that reference plane now has a name. So now, what I'm going to do is we're going to take these walls right here and mirror them down. All right? So what you want to do is you want to type in MM for mirror. Select the wall. You want to hold down Shift to select Control to select multiple walls, and Shift to deselect walls. So with the mirror command active, if you hold down Control, you'll see the plus sign come up. That indicates that you want to add walls to this selection, okay? Or you can hold down Shift and the minus sign will come up, and that implies that you want to unselect walls in that selection. Well, let's go ahead and add these 3 walls together, okay? So now the mirror command is still active. You see the little M right next to our pointer here. You want to tell it what axis you want to mirror these walls about. So that's why we drew this reference plane down the center of this wall, because we want to mirror these 3 walls about the center of this reference plane, or about the center of this wall using this reference plane. So let's go ahead and click the reference plane. Went away. Hold on. Sometimes it does that. There it is, okay? And let's undo, guys, because what's happening is sometimes Revit will glitch, okay? So just be prepared for that. As you know, there's multiple ways to do one thing in any program. So let's select the walls first. Select the wall, hit MM, and then mirror those walls about that axis, okay? So now with the wall command still active, or if you hit escape, you're gonna get out of it, so reactivate it. You want to go to this draw palette here on the Revit. And we're going to do a radius wall on this portion of the east wing, or let's just say the east side of the building that's located on the east wing. And we want to use this command right here. It's called the start end radius arc. So what you want to do is select that. And now you can zoom in here. Click on this wall. Click on this wall. And let's set the radius to 180. Click there. You escape to get out of it. And now you have all of your walls drawn. These walls are set at 20 feet. And you can do that by scrolling down on this menu, the properties menu. Oh, select the wall, I'm sorry. It'll tell you that it's 20 feet. The unconnected height is 20 feet. I'll explain connected and unconnected heights as we move forward and we get to those areas. But now you click the 3D tab, which we opened up, and you can now see your building in 3D. And if it's not shown in 3D, the mouse wheel on your mouse, you can press it down and then hold down Shift, and you can orbit the model, okay? You can orbit it just like this, all right? So now, looking at this model, okay, let's change the visual style. Let's go ahead and change it to, let's just say, consistent colors. And Revit will ask you if you want to save. In most cases, I would say yes, go ahead and save. But for time's sake of this video, I'm not going to save it. I want to just keep moving with the model. So now you see we have the visual styles turned on. And look at what's happening here. We have some of the walls that are actually facing inward. This is the exterior of that wall, as you can see, okay? So we need those walls to actually face outward like this wall is facing outward. So what you're gonna do is just kind of orbit around, and you can select the wall and then hit the space bar, and it'll flip the wall in the direction that you would like to have it, okay? And you can also do it and select multiple walls. Like these are facing inside, we need that to face outside. Same with this guy right here. And this one. Hit the space bar to face it out. Okay? And we have these two guys. You can hold down the plus sign to select both of them and just face them outward. Okay. So now, as you can see, the model here, as per what's documented in chapter 1, is complete. So Revit is definitely not a hard program to learn. It's actually simpler than most 3D programs. However, it is far more robust than most 3D programs. You can develop a full set of construction documents from Revit. We will get to that as we matriculate throughout this course. So this is for chapter 1. You guys feel free to send me any questions via email or via text if you have any questions regarding what we just produced.